Welcome back. Will Worsham joins us now for this week's Speaking Legal discussion. Always good to see you. Thanks for coming on in.
Happy to be here.
You ready for this?
Yeah, sure.
Here we go. My neighbor is dumping things on my property like rocks, tires, brush, and a hot water heater. He takes a tractor bucket and drops stuff on my property. I now put up a field camera. Is there anything I can legally do to get him to stop?
Well, I mean, to stop, you could get an injunction, but that's probably a bit of an overkill for what's going on here. Realistically, this is actionable. This is a civil offense. It's called trespass. Anytime you're coming onto somebody else's property and doing damage to it, you have a civil action. You can bring a lawsuit. You could clean up the property. You could pay someone else to clean up the property, and then you could sue them for the bill that it cost you to clean up the property.
To what degree do you have to prove all of this?
Well, you have to prove anything beyond a preponderance of the evidence.
True, but I guess I'm asking how is the best way. You said something about a field camera.
The field camera is great evidence. You know, there's a couple different steps you've got to prove. Proving that the trash and all that is on your property would be pretty easy. You can take pictures.
There it is.
The question then becomes, how did it get there
Right.
and who put it there? Well, the field camera is a great idea. Video evidence is fantastic. And we see that all the time because you've got it right there live for everybody to see. This is what happened. Now, the trick is going to be in a lot of video stuff, especially what we see sometimes traffic cameras, you can't see somebody's face. So you're going to have to be able to identify the person that was doing all this. So you either need to be able to capture their face on that, or if the vehicle, you can show, hey, that's their tractor. That's the external evidence. Of course, the other side of this is once you actually bring a lawsuit, you don't have to have a lot of evidence to bring a lawsuit. You actually can go through the process called discovery. After you file a lawsuit, you can send interrogatories and requests for production of documents, which wouldn't be relevant here, to the other party and make them answer it under oath. You can subpoena them to a deposition, put them under oath, and ask them questions. So you can ask them point blank under oath, did you do this, and see what they say.
Now, I've also heard an attorney in the past say, why don't you try talking first?
I've said that.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great place to start. You know, there's just a little bit in this question that makes me think that might not go so well.
Well,
somebody who's got the audacity to just dump trash on somebody else's property doesn't strike me as the most rational person to begin with.
Right.
But yeah, absolutely. A great first place is always to see if you can talk it out. We want to go to court as a last result. Last result if we can. But if all else fails, but you know, realistically, if there's damage done, we need to get that cleaned up. That's the first step, and then, the stopping is a whole nother question.
What if there's not particularly damage done, but there's just a lot of stuff? I mean, even if it is brush, just a lot of it, I guess you would say, you know, someone's going to have to come clean this up, or you
Exactly.
are.
And damages in the legal world is kind of broad. It doesn't mean there's actually injury, damage, broken things. If you have devalued the property, or if you have created a situation that's going to require an expenditure of funds and or effort to remedy, then that's damages.
Now, is this something, you say, you know, get an attorney, that's always the best way. Is this something that you should call your sheriff or police department first on, or do you think it's best to, you know, look for an attorney to kind of represent you in?
Yeah, this is kind of quasi-criminal there. We're not really sure, and it's going to depend on your local sheriff and law enforcement whether this is something they're going to be willing to get involved in. I've kind of see it go both ways. A lot of times law enforcement is going to look at this and say, hey, this is just a neighbor dispute. You guys need to work this out. I don't think it hurts to maybe contact local law enforcement, especially if you have any concern about an escalation of a situation. Obviously, it's good to put them on notice. But I'm not sure that they really would be willing to step in here.
Okay.
You know, I'm not real surprised to hear this letter because more and more you see things dumped along the side of the road, especially out in the outer reaches of the county. I saw a mattress yesterday. You see those, you know, it's like people will throw a trash bag out and that sort of thing, and it's just a shame that people think, I mean, I don't know what really their motivation is other than they just don't want to pay a trash pickup or pay to go to the dump.
I assume that's it.
You know, but it's just a shame. Now, if it's literally landing on your property time and time again, I think you would agree it's time to do something.
Absolutely.
Hot water heater and stuff like that is, that's kind of
it takes some effort.
At some point.
Yeah.
What's that?
People want more information from you, Will. How do they get it?
Our website's www.willworshamlaw.com. Our phone number is 863-9455, and you can email me here at the station.
Okay.
Very good.
Thanks a lot. We do appreciate it. As he said, just send him an email here, and he'll be happy to answer the question. Up next, The Queen City Cajun Cook-Off is coming up this weekend. You don't want to miss the delicious Cajun food. And these guys, The Crush, they'll be performing at the event. And for us next. Don't go away.
Sports with Dan Lucy weeknights on Color 10 News at 10.
Right now, getting beautiful designs at amazingly low prices is a slam dunk at Furniture Row. You'll find special savings throughout the stores, plus score up to 3 years no interest. But hurry, the Slam Dunk Savings event at Furniture Row ends Thursday.
Keep your yard looking great with help from Menards. This Black & Decker cordless trimmer makes maintaining your yard a breeze. It's battery operated, so no mixing of gas is required. Pick one up today for only $59.99. Be prepared for power.